This is a severe weather alert from the 7 First Alert Weather Team.
Good evening once again. I'm 7 First Alert meteorologist Chris Edwards. We have tornado warnings for 2 counties for Washtenaw County until 7:45, and we still have a tornado warning for Lenawee County, and I think it's right on the border, but I think they're either going to extend that one. There is certainly still a problem. It looks like it just dropped off the map, but I want to go first to that one because that is the region that right now is showing the greatest shear or difference in the wind speed as the possibility of some rotation within that. This is a very threatening looking storm actually right on the Washtenaw-Lenawee County line just to the north of Newburgh. You can see there. The warning is in effect just over the county line, but the gist of it is this is moving to the east-northeast about 40 miles per hour, and although we have not had any surface reports of a tornado, that one certainly has the potential to produce one. Radar has indicated some rotation, and that's the reason for that warning that was in effect and now in that red shaded area is still for Washtenaw County. Let me kind of widen out the view and recap for you. Washtenaw County, wherever you see that red shading, is under a tornado warning. Yes, there's a tornado watch for essentially all of southeast Michigan until 11 o'clock. It was issued a few minutes ago. But I want to concentrate on the warning areas right now because that's the region of greatest concern, and particularly also this one approaching the Ann Arbor region right now. And once again, I've taken out everything but the very strongest of this. This continues to move to the east at a fairly steady clip, around 35-40 miles per hour. That is going to continue to time out through Ann Arbor, as it's been saying rather consistently, 7:35, 36, 37, Ipsy by 7:46. The warning right now is scheduled to be in effect until 7:45. We do see the rotation up in the radar. That means that a tornado could descend. Don't count on necessarily seeing the tornado. What you need to do is take this seriously. Go to your safe place as I put all of the radar returns back on and broaden out the view. The only warning is now in essentially the eastern two-thirds of Washtenaw County, eastern two-thirds of Washtenaw County. If you are in the path of that storm, you need to go to your safe place. That means the lowest level. If you don't have a basement, the basement's the best place to be, but if you don't have a basement, get away from outside walls and windows. Be safe. Don't take a chance. Sometimes these storms are obscured by rain and the lightning and the thunder. And by the way, let me just throw the lightning in here. There is not a tremendous amount of lightning with these storms, but don't let that deceive you. The way the winds are in the atmosphere today, they're turning with height, and some minor rotation is a distinct possibility. We do not see indications that these are devastatingly large tornadoes, but there's no such thing as a tornado that isn't dangerous. Any tornado, even one that is brief and even one that rates an EF0 or an EF1, is a very serious matter, and you want to take it seriously as long as these tornadoes continue to be in effect. We'll zoom in on this area, and once again, what I want to do is take out the rest of the radar returns and just show you the part that is the strongest. Take that lightning off, and it's certainly not weakening as it approaches the western part of Ann Arbor right now. It doesn't show signs of strengthening a great deal, but it is not weakening as it moves into that region. Let's kind of close in just a little bit more and get an even better idea where we're talking about. The approaching Pittsfield in the Lodi vicinity right now. You see right there along Ann Arbor-Saline Road. That is some of the worst of the storm as it moves to the east-northeast at the present movement. I'll kind of move up a little farther, and you can see it continues up through Plymouth Road, approaching the Dixboro region right now. This the worst part of the storm, where there could be rotation, there could be a tornado that drops out of any of this particular region, and that is why we're continuing to keep you up to date with that tornado warning until 7:45. Now, we no longer have the tornado warning in effect for Lenawee County that was in effect earlier. But let me focus in for you here on that one region, because that one region there in sections of north-central Lenawee County certainly still looks like it could be an issue. That storm is also moving to the east-northeast at about 40 miles per hour. Let me kind of plot that one out for you. York by 7:43, Milan 7:47, and then into Augusta by 7:53. That is at its present movement, which is northeast at 40 miles per hour approximately. Bring all the radar returns back in here and show you What we have in other spots is not nearly as strong. It's eastern Washtenaw County, and as the county continues under a tornado warning, you might be hearing sirens. That means that you need to go to your safe place because the warning scheduled to be in effect officially for another 11 minutes or so until 7:45. That now approaching the western part of Ann Arbor. The rotation within it has kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit over the last few minutes, but the tornado warning does continue because the severe thunderstorm capable of producing the tornado indicated about 4 miles south of Saline. Now it has increased its forward speed a little now, moving northeast at about 45 miles per hour. Once again, take out the worst part, or the major parts of the radar return, and just show you the very worst. We've got two separate things, two separate parts of this kind of broken line of storms I want to make you aware of. The first down around Macon, that's moving to the northeast, and then the other not quite as much rotation shown, but still significant concern here on that storm in now central Washtenaw County that is in the vicinity of Saline. You see it there now. Just to the north of Saline is the worst of it, up through the western parts of Ann Arbor at this hour. And as that one continues to move to the east, everybody within its path should be going to a safe place. As the storm continues to move to the east, everybody should be in that lowest level, and we'll continue to watch it. Meantime, Stephen Clark has some information from on the ground. I believe it's in Washtenaw County, Stephen.
That's correct. Chris, the Director of Emergency Services, Chris, Mark Breckenridge, is on the phone with us right now. And again, Mark, thank you for joining us. I know it's got to be getting a little hectic out there, but you do have a tornado warning into effect, and as Chris says, a lot of nasty weather. What are you seeing out there, sir?
Well, Stephen, we have a lot of Skywarn spotters that are deployed all across the county, but we've focused primarily in the eastern and in particular southeastern Washtenaw County here over the last 10 minutes. We've got police officers also deployed watching the skies. So far, we don't have any reports either from public safety or from 911 center calls of any touchdowns at all. And we really don't have any hail reports either, which is always a good sign during a tornado warning, because when you get hail, you're near the most dangerous part of the storm. So right now, so far, so good, but we're not going to relax until the warning expires and all of these thunderstorms exit towards Wayne County.
I understand. One quick question. Do you have any sirens going off right now?
Right now, no. They were triggered right away as soon as the warning was issued, and if we receive any reports of touchdowns from this point forward, then we will reactivate those sirens.
Okay, Chris Edwards is here with us right now. Chris, you have a question also?
Yes, a report of no hail. I just want to make it clear, indeed, we're not showing any signs of large hail. Sometimes these storms can still rotate even without the hail within them. This is a brand new report, brand new radar scan here, showing a brief intensification of the storm right as it moves into the north side of Ann Arbor. So let's kind of focus in on that. It's still west of US 23, but the storm right along Getty's Road right now, north side of Ann Arbor, tracking to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. So it has increased just a little bit in its forward speed. I know those train spotters know what they're looking for. Sometimes the rotation stays up in the cloud. At other times it does descend, and that's when we get into a very serious situation. The warnings are there because the radar indicates rotation. We've got this other cell here now has moved into southwestern Washtenaw County, and as that continues to move to the northeast, this is a fairly rural area around Arcona Road up toward Jordan Road. This is just into the Washtenaw County line. But sir, we've got the warning for about another 7 minutes. Obviously, you're making sure that all residents stay in their safe place?
Well, yeah, as much as we can. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of complacency that happens. People forget their storm safety rules, and so one of our main missions is reinforcing that at every public speaking engagement